Hi everyone, this lecture is super important because I'm going to talk about adding constraint to your task. So this is something that is inevitable in real life. So let's say, for example, you have a project and one of these tasks should finish on a specific date because the upper management want the data, or for example the result deliverable by a specific date. So in order to do so, and you just put a constraint in one task, you can easily go to detail view, to view tab as you see here, and then detail. It is under the split view. Yeah, click detail, so the detail will open. I'm sure by now you're familiar how you can open this. And what I need to do, I'm gonna see more details here. There is right now the task form that you see to the left, but I right click here and I go to more views. I'm gonna open another type of view here for the detail view, and I scroll up to task detail 4, apply, perfect. Okay, follow me, and then right now as you see is the detail view of one of these activities. I scroll down a little bit so you're able to see, for example, this activity. I'm gonna just click on the paint exterior row 18. You should have the same thing. So inside this task detail form, which shows a lot of more information regarding the this task. It shows when this task is starting, when it's going to finish, what is the name, what is the duration. You can change this here. If it is automatic or it's manually scheduled, you can change it here. But here I want to talk about constraint. So there are different type of constraint that you can add to one task. Right now, by default, the constraint tab is as soon as possible, which means that this task should start as soon as possible when the other task or the predecessor is finished. That's the logic that software follows in order to make sure that the project is done successfully. But there are other types. It is as late as possible. So if you want to start one task as late as possible when you add it, so the project, when it's just scheduling, it sees that this project should start as late as possible without affecting the other activities or the other tasks. That's something that you can add. But if, let's say, your project manager, or let's say your scheduler or your project manager tells you a deadline, or your upper management tell you a deadline for one specific task, and you know by this date this task should finish, you should use must finish on. I'm gonna put it here, and then the date you see just below this one. I see that by the logic of the software, how it calculated, this task should finish just on Wednesday 6th of April 2022. Let me just scroll up a little bit. So I'm gonna just see here 2022. I'm gonna change the date here, and let's say put it to you can copy paste this one and then open here. Then instead of 6, I say this one should finish by the 1st of April 2022. And if I press OK, then a window pops up, a planning wizard, and tells you avoid the scheduling of a conflict or continue and allow the conflict. You press second, continue conflict, and there you go. Let me just put this view to VIX that you can visualize. And if you recall, I have this scroll task here that I show it here, and then if I move here right now, that you see that this activity that we define, it should finish by a specific date. So I'm gonna just go to the paint exterior, and for the paint exterior I added this finish as you see here, and it means that this activity paint exterior should finish several days earlier than the logic of the software. As you see here, there was a kind of warning for you that do you want to violate the logic of the software. You say yes, and by no means there is not possible to delay this task, and it is a hard constraint, I would say, and it means that whatever changes you make in the other dates and other tasks, these tasks, the paint exterior, must finish on this date. And as you see, when I did this change in the indicator column of the table, there is one symbol here, which if I scroll on this one, it said this tag has a must finish on constraint on this date. So when you want to work in a large project, it's good to see your deadlines, or and you are able to see it in the indicator. You can hover your mouse and see the message that it pops up. That's for must finish on. And there is one for must start on, and if I press OK, then you see that this project, this activity, not this project, the paint exteriors, must start on this specific date, and it is not possible to start earlier. It is again a hard constraint, and it means that the logic of the software is violated, and this constraint must be met. And the reason for putting a must start on is, let's say you have a resource that is not available by before this specific date, and then after that you have the resource available, let's say the money, the human resource or material, then you can say must start on this date. And then as you see here right now, the Gantt chart is a little bit changed. I'm gonna just put entire project for you to visualize. And if I scroll to paint exterior, you see that this activity must start after this specific date, and the other activities right now are removed from the critical path because there is a gap here between this one, and these activities can be delayed before affecting the project end date. So that's for the must start on and must finish on. I have other options like finish no later than or finish no earlier than. These and plus the other two that you see down below, start no earlier than or start no later than, these are soft constraint, which means that you put this constraint, but the software try to schedule the project based on the logic of the relations and the duration of the project, and try to meet these constraints. If it happens and it can meet these constraints, that's good. It follows that. Otherwise, if let's say the duration and the relation of the task surpasses this date, it doesn't follow the logic this concept. Let's say if I put finish no later than, and then I press OK, then the software does the, for example, calculation. Let me just put this. If I put this one, the software does the calculation, but as you see here, it is not able to start it. It is not possible to finish this task no later than one specific day, but the software calculate and add the duration, add the relation, and see no, it's not possible. I wanted to meet this constraint, but it's not possible because the logic of the scheduling doesn't allow here. So that's the difference between must finish and must start. And this my recommendation is that try to avoid using constraint in your project unless you have to, unless there is a deadline and then you have to put it there, because if you put constraint, then when you schedule, you want to update the project, that constraint kind of are hard, especially for the hard constraint. They kind of take the they take priority over the logic of the scheduling, and you may not be aware of that, and then you miss something in your project. But if it is as you are supposed to do, so you have to do. And let's say if you put must, one more hint, if you put must finish on and then you specify a date for this constraint, then it might happen that the predecessor for this activity that I'm putting the must finish on is not yet finished, and the other task is going to start or is going to finish. And then that's something that you have to make sure that makes sense in reality. So this is a great tips, great, and I'm sure if you do it in real projects, or you may have already done, you will see that it comes a lot of use for you in your future work. See you in the next video.